All right, everyone. Hopefully we are all systems go right now. Maybe someone in chat will let me know whether or not the music is coming in loud enough, maybe not the mic is working. But from my end, it seems like everything is just fantastic. All right, we already got some viewers in chat. All right. So for folks who are just now tuning in, actually real fast, let me send off a tweet, everybody, saying that we are live. All right. So what we are doing is we are making random tables to fill out Galder's Gazetteer. These are due to my main man, Matt Perkins. Go check out his YouTube channel. They are due to him at 11 p.m. tonight, his afternoon. He's in Australia. And we need to get him 14 pages of random tables to fill out Galder's Gazetteer. And so last time we had a lot of fun making some random tables. We did one for odd doors and holidays and encountering monsters. And we're just going to keep going with that and making some more tables. All right. I do not have anything particularly in mind off the top of my head. So hopefully someone in chat maybe we can throw out a suggestion. Thank you, Classes and Constructs. Thank you for letting me know that everything is good. So there is a little bit of a lag here. So let me think. What is something that would be useful for a random table? You know what? I saw a great thread of tweets about NPCs, right? And NPCs that specifically had actionable items attached to them. There's lots of tables about like how NPCs looks or their mannerisms, but nothing that necessarily says their motivations. So let's do that one. NPC action items, let's call it. All right, something that the NPC is going to go ahead and do. Okay, action item. And so, to kick this off, I'm going to use one from my last home game. Just thinking about it. This is a halfling male. He has a pregnant girlfriend. And he needs money for baby. But he has no job. And is a criminal. There we go. I think that is like, that is super useful right there, right? Like, if you throw this NPC in there, boom. He doesn't have a name. He doesn't have, like, his curliest hair. He doesn't have mannerisms or looks. But he gives you something to do with that NPC. All right. Let's see now. Half-elf female. All right, so if someone in chat has an idea for something that an NPC would want to do, please go ahead and drop that in there. There are no wrong ideas for making random tables because they're really just for inspiration for the DM. Half-elf female. She wants to. She wants to go to the temple across town and find records kept in the basement. Why? No one knows. Mundane. Having to do with land deeds. There we go. Perfect. Let's see now. What is another NPC? Let's do one for my home campaign. We have a half giant. That's cool. That's a really cool one. Or Goliath, a half giant. He wants half giant male. He wants to get into a secret gang, but he talks too much. There we go. Yeah, these are pretty good. You know, let's make this a small table. Let's only make this a let's do D6. Okay, for 5, 6, and then we can delete these. Whatever. Good enough for now. All right. So let's keep cracking here. What is another NPC that we could have? We could have a human female. She is looking to get in with a baker's guild, but is why can't she get that? She can't get into the baker's guild because okay, but is in debt to the master baker, but her family's in debt. There we go. Awesome. You know what? I kind of like these things is that they're nothing really out there, right? Let's put these mundane NPC action items. These are like perfectly boring problems that people would have. I kind of like that, right? Like normally, like, oh my gosh, there's a dragon eating our sheep. No, these are like normal everyday problems. Okay. So see, let's have a dwarf female. And what was this dwarf female? What's she gonna be trying to do, right? Wants her dad to go see a healer, but he is stubborn. Oh, this is fun. Okay. So now what is another completely mundane? Completely mundane. All right, we have some folks in chat. What you just said was certainly not mundane. Well, thank you, Class and Constructs, for at least attempting there. What did you have in mind? Shoot. Let's see now. Let's have another human female. He has, you know what, this, no more pregnant girlfriend. Let's say it's new baby. For a new baby. You know what, no, actually I kind of like the pregnant girlfriend better. That's a little bit more off the beaten track. You expect something, oh, my new baby. Saying, no, it's not yet to come. That's a little bit more interesting. I wanted to do one like the midwife is missing, but I think that's a little... Yeah. Wants to get back to their home plane. They don't have strong enough magic. Okay. Gender, yeah. Non-binary. Non-binary human, let's do that one. Good call. Non-binary human. Human wants to take a ferry wagon back home, but vehicle's broken. And owner can't fix it. Alright, cool. There we go. That'll be fun. Alright, cool. So let's try to make a new table here. There we go. And this is just one scars. There we go. This will be a fun and easy one to fill out. All right, let me go ahead and get a sip of beer here. You know, I think I am going to turn up the music so I can barely hear it, which probably tells me that chat can really, really barely hear it. Alright, oh no, where did everything go? Oh, I bet that totally freaked out the computer. Sorry, everybody. Anyway, back into it. Scars. Alright. Easy. They have a scar on the neck. In the shape. Purple. Let's, ooh, give it a color too. A purple scar. on the neck in the shape of a half moon. There we go. That's awesome. They have a barely noticeable scar on their finger that they subconsciously rub. All right. Another scar. Here, let's go ahead and delete all these. How many did you get? Full D12? You know what? Doesn't really matter. All right. Let's see now. A huge lightning-shaped scar. That goes all the way down their legs. Oh man, this is a little... Ooh, this is a little... Oh my gosh. This one they have missing a chunk out of the buttocks. Oh man, where are you, Elsass? Alright. What is another potential scar that someone would have? They have a disfigured nose. That's an easy one. Oh, okay. Let's say that they have long stripes of scarring across the front of the stomach, caused by claws. All right. Okay. 7. What would another one be? Another potential scar. Missing an eye. Or no, let's have the eye be in there. Let's have the iris be scarred. The iris and retina are scarred, but the eye is still in the socket. Missing the upper part of their ear. Oh, come on, chat. Someone in there throw me a scar. We have 4 more. Okay. Let's say they have one on the back of their head. And it's very noticeable through the hair. Okay. Okay. Another scar might be in the shape of a flower. The flower right above the heart. It glows softly at a full moon. When the moon is full. That's cool. A little bit more magical. Let's see now. What's something else that could be there? They have a scar. Has writing that changes every month? No. That changes every 7 days. Sometimes this goes along the chin or cheek. That stops the growth of the facial hair in that area. That's a good one. Sometimes it asks questions. Sometimes it asks riddles. Oh, mysterious. It's not, dude. That's a little bit too much for the DM. Has arcane symbols. Change every 7 days. That's cool. And then one along the cheek. That stops facial hair. If any. From growing. All right. Cool. Scars was a great one. That was fun. Fast and easy. All right. Folks were looking for more serious tables. And I think we did 2 monster reaction tables last time, and that was pretty useful. I'm trying to think, what was another thing that would be like really useful for DMs to have? Like, I'm trying to think, if I am DMing and I need to throw something at my players really fast. Here we go. Terrain hazards. There we go. Terrain. Okay, elevated area. Area of combat. It collapses in second round. There we go. Okay. What's another type of terrain? Sinkhole opens up. You know, that's a little too... You know what? That's only a 1 in 12. That's okay. Sinkhole or chasm. Opens and expands every round. You know what? Oh, there we go. We'll do this whole dynamic terrain hazards. That's much cooler. There we go. It expands 10 feet around. You know what? 10 feet's too small. 20 feet. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire here. Okay. All right. Let's keep this going. What are some other dynamic terrain hazards? Things that's going to collapse in the second round. Something that's going to grow. Let's have something that comes up and attacks. All right. Noxious gas. Extreme heat. Or bitter cold. Keeps growing more intolerable. DC 12 con save. Or 1d10 damage. DC increases by 2 each round. Damage, poison, fire, cold. 2 each round. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So something else, it can grow more terrifying. Terror. So each round, different PC must make a save. Or be frightened of a random feature in the area. So you have to have a target when using the frightened condition, right? Because frightened requires something you need to be frightened of. So it has to be a random feature, or a random object. Okay. Maybe this is only going to be a D8 12. Let's be reasonable here. What is something else that we can add here that would make our We can add a dynamic element to the terrain. Let's say part of it shifts. Part of the terrain moves. Okay. Every PC must make a deck save or be shunted to an adjacent space. You know what? We don't have to have the DC increase. It can just be at the start of all of their turns. Okay. 6. Another type of terrain feature that would be dynamic. And that changes as the battle goes on. We have things getting hotter and colder and more poisonous. We have things getting scarier. We have a hole that opens. You know what? Let's expand. Let's change sinkhole and chasm to 2 different things. A sinkhole with radius of 10 feet and is 20 feet deep. It expands, 10 feet every round. Because, you know, radius, that's gonna get that's gonna be huge. Even 5 feet is probably gonna be enough. Okay. A long chasm opens. There we go. Long chasm opens. Let's say that is 80 feet long, 10 feet wide, and 40 feet deep. It gets 10 feet longer each round. Shrinks the area of combat. That's not a bad idea. That's a great one, actually. Longer each round. See, the idea here is we're just trying to give DMs inspiration, right? They need to do combat really fast. They need to know that, okay, having monsters out in the open is kind of boring. We need to add some, something besides rocks and trees. What can we do here? Something that shrinks the area. So mud swells. The floods roll in. Floodwaters roll in. Vines expand. Vines grow. Rocks fall. Or the darkness expands.
I want you to know the power of underground.
The area. See, how are we gonna word that? Ow! Ooh! Oh man. Any area adjacent to a space of difficult terrain becomes difficult terrain. A 5-foot area. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna take a break here and try to actually word this one the correct way. So I'm gonna have to do it eventually. And this seems like something especially tricky. Okay. A 5-foot area adjacent to a space of difficult terrain becomes difficult terrain. So this, or the void. Becomes difficult terrain. Of the same type. I think that's probably fine just the way it is. At initiative count 20. You know what? We're gonna make that a general rule up here. The effects take place take place at initiative count. Let's do it 0. Losing all ties. Okay. In any or all directions. You know what? That's actually, you know what, class and construct, that's probably a little bit better. Now I'm reading that. All difficult terrain expands 5 feet in all directions. No, you know what? I'm not sure, because what does that mean to expand? You know what? I think, all right, I think both of these are probably fine. We're just gonna leave it. Okay. Let's keep thinking here. Another type of, sorry for that. Another type of difficult terrain. One more of terrain that will affect your combat. Something that's dynamic. Something that can change. You could have. See, I already have a trap in this book that has a necrotic pulse, because that'd be a cool one. You know, let's have a positive effect. Let's have divine.
Who are you?
Let's have a divine boon.
The architect. I created.
You regain, characters regain, creatures regain. Regain 1d4 hit points. Oh, you know what? That is kind of weird, because it's just gonna make the fight go on longer and longer and longer. Okay, so we can't heal them. What is another boon they could get? They could. Oh. Could they gain temporary HP? Yeah, let's do that one, because that won't stack. Just gain 1 temporary HP. HP at the start of each turn. Temporary HP. Goes up. Let's do 1d4. Goes up by another d4. So the thing is, if we put everybody under the bless spell, then the bad guys are under the bless spell too. It doesn't really do anything. But this is the same problem we have with this temporary HP. To a max. 44. So yeah, that's why I think the... Do you have my player's handbook right here? Yeah. Just give me 1 second. I don't think temporary hit points will revive you if you are down. They might though. If someone knows off the top of their head if that's true, that'd be really, really, really useful. Yeah, this is what you all signed up for, right? It's me looking things up in an index. There we go. Tiefling, Thieves' Cant, temporary hit points, see under hit points. Okay, screw that. Alright. I don't know. I'm going to highlight that one, maybe give it some thought, and come back. Okay. Cool. Dynamic terrain hazards. So these ones are kind of hard to do. Like these ones that are like super, super useful. Oh no. Sorry folks. What is all this nonsense? Oh, it's from the last time I did this. Okay. All right, thank you, Construct. So that's what I was thinking of. So this wouldn't stop. So this wouldn't stop anyone from dying. It just makes any monsters in the area permanently have an HP boost. And the creatures are all going to get some, up to a max of 4d4. That's... You know what? That's a little dicey. I'm not really quite happy with that. But you know what? This is just a random table, right? This is like this is the bottom tier of design right here, folks. All right. Oh, here we go. Let's do this one. What the minions know. Information. Okay. What the minions know. So let's make this a little bit different, right? Let's make this a 1d8 plus 1d4. So our bottom is 2, but our top is still 12. Okay. So what's the most thing that a minion knows? The minion knows the bad guy's secret weakness. Villain's secret weakness. Okay. And I think the lowest thing they could possibly know is the password to the hideout. Alright, so what are these other things in between these things that a minion could know? I think things that a minion could know. They know where the treasure is. The location of the treasure room. Of the treasure stores. It knows the routine of the guards. Of the hideout. The guards. It knows the location of next criminal activity. No, that's not right. Caper. That's a little too soft of a word. Of next scheme. Something else the minion would know. A minion would know. They would know. Okay, let's think of some movies here. When we're doing interrogation scenes in movies, what sort of things does the good guy want to know out of the bad guy? They want to know where the weapon is. Where the most powerful, where the center of power is. Organization's power is. It knows where weapon, etc. The bad guys know what the plan is. No, we already know about that. Knows the location of the chief villains. The location where the chief villain will be. Okay. Okay. Agent locations and secret identities. Oh, there we go. A secret member of the org out in society. That's a good one. Some false information. They think is true. That's great. Okay. So you know what, this password to the hideout thing right here, that's kind of a bad spot for it. Now I'm thinking about what kind of table this actually is. Let's put these things up here. Alright, what are some other rare things that they probably don't know? Something that's completely worthless. They know the chief villain's childhood nickname. Super rare, super obscure, and completely worthless. If a low roll gave false info. Yeah, instead of doing false, I think we're doing like a worthless there, Scott. Mr. Scott. A chief villain's childhood nickname. What's some other potentially useless information about an organization? Who gave the org their name? All right. Okay. What is another? You want more false information? All right. False. Akin to thieves can't for locations. Oh, that's not bad. Let's put that in here, right? If a player knows thieves can't, you can roll twice. Roll twice for each interrogation. Food and wine preferences. Okay. Okay. Food and wine preferences. That's a good one. Or favorite food. Okay. All right. Let's try to think of what is something else that that DMs really need. You know what? Let's do coats of arms. Now, see, I could be a real meanie and write this all in like the old-fashioned blazons. You know, a field azure with lion rampart ore. You know what? Let's do that. Why not? Screw them. They're the only people who bought this from me. Okay. What is another one? A bend. A bend vert. Argent. A bend vert. See, this isn't being very much fun for people in chat, Alex. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. So let's do this one. A blue background with a gold lion. Cool. So you know what? Actually, now that we do it this way, it is kind of useful because then they get the fancy old-fashioned way to say it. That's what makes people feel like they're in the, you know, fancy Middle Ages, and then you get what it actually looks like. Okay, white with green stripe. All right. See now. White background. Fig tree with a fig tree with 2 branches. Oh, here, this is a fun one. Let's do 3 upside down hearts. All right, so here is a fun fact for everyone in chat right now. You guys are all lucky. In heraldry, you know, like coats of arms, upside down hearts represent testicles. Now you know. On yellow background. Like what with a literal weapon on it? Yeah, why not? Just do a blue fist. Grabbing a black dagger on a yellow background. Alright, so here's why I'm not doing that, Scott. It's because I am a huge nerd about heraldry. And because you can only have certain combinations of colors. Like, you have yellow and white on one side to represent metals. And then you have all the other colors on the other side. And you can't have metal on metal and you can't have color on color. So you can't have like a red and a green background with a red figure on it because that's color on color. And you can't have a yellow background with a white figure on it because that's color on color. Yeah, so the Vatican's messed up. Actually, they're not because that's... Never mind. Yeah, things that I care about, right? But this is my book and I get to be idiocentric about it. Okay, some more, Girl 3D12 and different tables. Let's see now. What is another one? Let's do 3 black bats. On a yellow stripe. In the middle. Between 2 red bands. Let's do a red tree. A red oak tree. Ooh, okay. Oh, 1 second, everybody. Gotta get my music back. All right, so a red oak tree on a white background. Let's do a black moose head on a gold background. Let's keep... Oh, man, we're on a roll here. Gold hammer on black background. 2 white stars in the corner. Three red birds in a row on a white background. And one more. Something like a flower, like an O'Keeffe painting. You know what? I like that. We have our upside down hearts for testicles. I think we should be equal opportunities here. Let's see now. A cut in half strawberry. On a white background. Let's say a half strawberry and see if... Oh. We'll just put a half strawberry and see if people understand what I'm talking about. See if people get the joke in there. Red moon on top and center. All right. That was a fun one. How many pages am I at here? I'm at 6. All right. Oh, okay. I think we have time for one more table here. Okay. What is something else that... Things in a tavern. Perfect. This is definitely something that that DMs will use. Oh man, let's go ahead and be bold. Do 1d12. Tavern items of interest. All right. Let's see now. There's a dartboard made out of... What's something weird that a dartboard was made out of? a cockatrice hide. Dartboard made out of a cockatrice head. Let's see now. What else is in Fantasy Tavern? They have a horn on the wall that what does this horn on the wall do? It's said to summon the ancient heroes of the village. Okay. What else would be sort of a weird item of interest in a tavern? The largest fish you have ever seen. Oh, that just makes me laugh. They have kettles hanging on the wall. Copper kettles. That turn blue at night. For 1 hour at midnight. A lost doll. I like that. Perfect. A small rag doll. Made to... Oh, you know what? A stuffed owlbear. I can't do owlbear. That has feathers and a beak. You know what? So the word owlbear is definitely Wizards property, but they can't stop me from doing that. Okay. What is something else that could be weird in a tavern? They have, I think maybe not like a slot machine, or something, another like gambling device. Dice, like a roulette wheel. There we go. Roulette. R-O-U. It's a roulette wheel with dragon types instead of numbers. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. What else would be in there? They have a harpsichord that plays itself. But only when asked nicely. But only when asked an elfish. All right, folks, we're almost there. I know you guys can stretch your brains out a little bit more. We need like 3 more things that would be inside a fantasy tavern. Let's see. We have a lost ghost dog. It's waiting for its master to return. That's really sad. But he died many years ago. Wow, that's really sad. Man. See, chat, this is what happens when you don't help me out. This is where my brain goes. What else could be there? A piercing station. That has... gear for giants. 2. You know, that's kind of... I don't like that really all that much. A discarded... A painting of the owner's grandfather. Oh, that's a good one. Grandfather above the bar. The eyes follow seedy looking patrons. Discard a game of chance with bloodstains. I like that. Deck of cards. Some have bloodstains. Plain cards. What else? What else could we do in here? Okay. Maybe a karaoke machine? No, we already have the harpsichord. An automatic fryer? No. Oh, I like that. I like that. A decanter of mead. Up to 3 gallons per hour. They have a running record of who lasts the longest under it. All right, one more. Let's see what the champ's name. The current champ is someone named Granny D. I don't know who Granny D is. That just makes me laugh. What's something else that could be funny in a fantasy tavern? Maybe not necessarily even funny, just something that'd be there. The bar is super slick. A love note. What's the table? This is the table for things in a tavern. When the DMs are trying to just add a little bit of fluff there. Boards of cornhole, mostly play with mage hand. That's maybe a little bit modest. A love note stained with tears and a ring tied by a string. How about a love note carved into the outhouse? Oh, that's a good one. In the back wall. Carved outside on the back wall. That's where people would probably go to take a leak back in ye old day. Reading it. What does reading it do? Gives you advantage on wisdom saving throws. Yeah. Until you finish your next long rest. which will only be a very little bit because it's going to be at the end of the night at the tavern. You know what? Let's do it for the next 24 hours. Just for that reason. For a good time cast. Ha 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 ha. Cast sending. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. That is fantastic. Alright, but that, oh, yeah. To the one who wrote it. Alright, that's, I think somebody's gonna get that. I think they're gonna get that. All right, this is a lot of fun. Thank you everybody for stopping by, hanging out, and helping out with this. The book it's as near done as something can be. Matt Perkins is going through in about 2 hours here and adding these final touches, and then yeah, that's all she wrote. Anyway, thanks for coming to the stream. You know what to do: like, share, and subscribe. And if you have some thoughts on other random tables, make sure to let me know in the comments below.